Greetings and welcome back to the channel. In this video we're going to take a look at locomotive emissions. Yeah, I get it. Everybody loves trains, and railroad transportation is generally considered the most environmentally friendly form of surface transport. But diesel electric locomotives emit a lot of pollutants. According to a 2004 study by the National Institute of Health, United States cancer mortality was elevated in jobs associated with work on trains and trucks powered by diesel. The negative health impacts also apply to the communities in close proximity to rail yards, which are predominantly black, brown, and/or poor. A study published in Preventive Medicine Reports in 2018 examined 18 freight rail yards in California and found that children who live less than 5 miles from a rail yard were at significant increased odds for having asthma. According to the study, switcher locomotives in yard service, quote, are often the dirtiest, oldest locomotives out there, unquote. Diesel engines emit nitrogen oxides, carbon monoxide, hydrocarbons, and particulate matter, all of which harm health and even cause cancer and premature death. I took this photo in Norfolk Southern's Allentown Yard, Pennsylvania, in 2006. In 2008, the Environmental Protection Agency adopted a system of regulating locomotive emissions, with newer locomotives held to a higher standard. The EPA estimates new engines and rebuilt ones have 90% lower particulate matter emissions and 80% lower nitrogen oxides emissions than older locomotives. As of 2020, of the 16,787 locomotives in the Class 1 railroad line haul fleet, 74% are older. The Class 2 and 3 line haul fleets are even worse. Of 3,447 locomotives, 93% are older. The harder locomotives work, the more pollutants they emit. So the railroad's troubling trend toward longer trains exacerbates the problem. So does deferred locomotive maintenance. As our weather gets more severe, it's obvious that the EPA needs to force railroads to reduce locomotive pollution even more. That reduction can be accomplished with battery-powered or hydrogen-powered locomotives. Better yet, electrification of the railroads, as is already used to operate rail systems across the world, from Ethiopia to Switzerland. However, the railroad industry has significant political influence, and the Association of American Railroads has aggressively opposed any mandate to electrify freight rail. They are only interested in short-term profits for shareholders and executives. Workers and environmental groups are calling for the industry to be placed under public ownership, arguing that the only way to achieve the safety and environmental changes that are needed is to remove profit motive from the equation. The railroad industry sued California in 2023 to block new environmental rules. Environmental nonprofit Earth Justice said, quote, "There's generally been a reckless disregard from the rail industry for saving lives from air pollution, and this is just another feather in their cap in their pursuit of continuing to burn really dirty diesel fuel," unquote. Railroads never mention the dangers of engine exhaust to their employees or the public. Everybody loves steam engines too, and steam is essentially water vapor, so you might not think steam trains would cause pollution. But burning coal releases more carbon dioxide than other fossil fuels. Coal also releases toxic compounds like lead, mercury, sulfur dioxide, and heavy metals, as well as carbon monoxide, nitrogen oxides, unburned hydrocarbons, and more. So, until the railroads can be compelled into greening their locomotive fleets, when you find yourself within sight of a smoking locomotive, just don't inhale. Take care and put some sand down.